This is my current workspace, and I think in the last 5 years I've gone through a few different desk setups, but only this time around that I feel like I'm ready to share what's in my desk with you guys. I also just got a new L-shaped standing desk, so in this video I'm going to share with you my full desk setup as a content creator. Hopefully you'll find this useful. I'm normally a very messy person, but with this new setup I feel a lot calmer, more organized, and this setup has also made it really easy for me to film and to work. I really want to get this video out before Black Friday ends, so I'll put all the links and all the Black Friday details on the description for you, and without further ado, let's get into it. This desk has honestly been a really long time coming for me. I've been searching for something that actually fits how I live and work, and this feels like the first time that I finally got it right. This is the Desky L-shaped sit-stand desk in the light oak finish. I've been using this desk for a few weeks now, and I didn't realize how much I needed this until I had it. First of all, I'm super particular with my setup because I told myself that if I ever upgrade it again, it has to last me a long time, and I'm actually quite impressed with Desky's range of options. I'm genuinely surprised how easy it was to finally find the color, the material, and the exact size that I needed. With the sizing, I know it looks huge, but it's actually perfect for how I work. I have one side for my computer and the other is more for filming and storage. I used to only be able to shoot from this one angle right here, but now I have way more angles to work with, and that has changed my filming flow so much. And one thing that I was also really careful about is the sizing of the return. I actually like that they offer a smaller size for the return, because if it's any wider than this, I would lose space for my chair. I wouldn't be able to reach that far corner, and I'd have a harder time accessing my drawer under the desk. So this size is actually perfect. Now, when it comes to material, I chose rubber wood top because it feels solid and warm. It's also more sustainable and it's pretty well priced. I personally tend to overload my desk, and my old one used to wobble a lot, especially after I added this new monitor. But now, even after I clamp an extra light and an extra mic onto the desk, this doesn't move at all. And I've also noticed that it doesn't stain as easily. I drink coffee and matcha every single day, and if I spill a little bit, it doesn't leave any ring marks, so this definitely holds up so much better for daily use. Now, the oak color was also very intentional. I like warmer tones when I film, and this shade actually bounces the light nicely, which honestly makes my skin tone look a little bit better on camera. But one of the best things about this desk is actually the legs. They are super strong, and I feel safe putting all my heavy gear on it, including myself. I've done my very first massive unboxing video on this desk. I've leaned on it, and I've even sat on it during filming, and it never felt unstable. Now, if you ask me what my favorite part is, it's the power system under the desk. I can plug almost everything from under here, and it is tucked safely and neatly inside this tray. Now, to be completely honest, cable management is not my forte at all, so I did get help from my partner to do all the cable management for me, and honestly, I think this is the cleanest cable management I've ever had in my life. The only messy part is underneath here, because I had to hide my hard drives down there so that the noise didn't get picked up by my mic. It is almost radio silence now, and I think that might have been the second best decision after getting this desk. Another thing that I love is that I can set height limits, especially since I keep some gear under my desk, so these settings would help me avoid crossing things or pulling cables. And yes, I can use Siri to adjust it when the buttons aren't in reach, which still feels kind of wild, but also very helpful. Now, having a standing desk has also helped me pay more attention to my body. The built-in reminders to stand are actually gentle and not annoying. Sometimes I forget I've been sitting for too long, and having this little nudge kind of helps me to move my body more. And this monitor stand specifically has fixed my posture too. Before this, my screen sat too low and I was slouching all the time. Now it feels like everything is finally at the right height, whether I'm sitting or standing. And I also love that the monitor stand matches the wood. They do this for all of their desktop, and I feel like those are the small details that definitely adds to the vibe of your whole desk setup. Also, as a recovering messy girl, I really appreciate that there's a small space under the stand so I can just hide some of my mess. This desk alone finally helps my setup to be more intentional and more practical. I genuinely love it so much. So thank you so much, Desky, for trusting me and collaborating with me for this part of the video. Now let's move on to what I have on top of the desk. Let's start with my main machine. I'm currently using the MacBook Pro to power all of my work, my editing, my brainstorming, my admin, everything you can think of. I'm using my MacBook Pro. I bought it a couple of years ago, and this was the best computer upgrade that I've had in the last 10 years. It's still a very powerful machine. If you watch my video, all of them are in 4K, and this handles editing like a champ to this day. I can't even imagine the newest MacBook with the M5. That would have been a beast. Maybe I should try that. When I'm at home, I paired my MacBook with the Apple Studio display, which has been my main screen for a while now. I also use a second monitor that I got from BenQ that I keep in a vertical layout. This vertical screen really helps with my editing because I'm constantly using an extension, so by having an extended monitor, the extension doesn't need to take space in my main screen. And multitasking never been easier with this monitor. I love being able to keep windows open on the side, and I can just snap things into split screen too. I multitask a lot, so this setup just feels natural for how my brain works. To control everything, I use the Apple trackpad. I've used this for so long, it just feels like a second nature, but the keyboard was a big change for me. This is a mechanical keyboard from Lowfree. This is my first mechanical keyboard, and I used the Apple Magic Keyboard for years before this, so switching was a big step for my workflow. The first thing I loved was how it looked. It feels minimal, clean, and it blends so nicely with the rest of my setup. It doesn't feel like a big visual jump. If anything, it made my desk look softer. The keys also lights up, so it just makes everything feel super cozy. I also love the little details like the volume slider on the side and the adjustable heights, which surprisingly been pretty much well used. I'm not gonna lie though, adjusting to a mechanical keyboard did take a bit of time. The keys are deeper, so my fingers did need to adapt. But thankfully it worked very easily with my Mac, which made the transition much smoother. I do still keep my old keyboard under my stand just in case, but I don't even know if I want to go back to flat keys because this is just so much more satisfying to use. Just listen to this. Now under the keyboard, I use this Orbit Key desk mat. I love the color because it just ties the space together. It has a little cable holder to keep your cables neat and tidy, and if I lift this part, there's a felt lining where I can kind of hide my notes. Now let's move on to this filming corner side. A lot of people have been asking me this, but I use a Sony ZV-E10 for all of my sit down and talk videos. I stand it on a PGY-TECH Mantis Pod tripod, and my two main lenses are the 11mm 1.8 and the 35mm 1.8. The 11mm is what you're seeing now. It's a really wide field of view, but if I place something in front of the camera, it's gonna focus on it and make the background more blurry. While the 35mm, I use it a lot for more close-up products. This also have 1.8 focal length, so it also will give you that really nice background blur. Now for the microphone, I'm using the Sony ECM G1. This is a mini shotgun microphone, but it just sounds really good. And you guys have also been asking me what microphone that I use. It's just this one. Now for my main indoor lighting, I have two of them and both are from Neewer. I've been using the CB60B RGB with the lantern attachment for about a year now, but I just got a new light that I clamped on my table. This is the Neewer GR18C. I really love this one because it is flat and you can kind of move it around. It works more like a spotlight, but I use it for my main key light at the moment. And this is an RGB light, so I can always change the color if I want to. And I also love that all Neewer lightings can be controlled by an app from my phone, so I can just control it easily whenever, wherever. For the desk microphone, I just got this new desk mic from Fifine or Fifine. I think it's Fifine. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. I just got this probably a week ago and I've been testing it and I actually love it. First of all, I love that the color is in white, but most importantly, it's actually sounding pretty good. I mainly use it for voiceover, and I also listened it side by side with an expensive microphone that my partner has in his room, and they actually don't really sound that different, which was a big surprise. Now, moving on to my storage system. Currently, I have 3 main storage. The first one is the makeshift SSD, which is a DIY from combining SK Hynix drive with QSLab enclosure. This combination is literally the fastest SSD that I've ever used up to date. I edit all of my current project in this SSD. This is 2 terabytes by the way, and if I have an ongoing or a long project with a brand, then I will store them onto my second SSD. This is the 4 terabyte Samsung T7 SSD. These 2 SSD combined makes me literally unstoppable. This is amazing, especially if you're always on the go, and they're both blazingly fast. So, what happened after the project ended? Then in that case, they're gonna go down in the hard drive below my desk. Those 2 are 18 terabytes hard drive from WD. This system has been working so well for me. I don't run out of space anymore and everything has a home. Another item that I got from A-Cases is this 21-in-1 hub, but I'm still unsure why some of the ports didn't work on me. I'm not gonna recommend them just yet. I'm gonna make sure that this is not a user fault first, but I'm definitely gonna update you later. And for charging on this desk, I'm using this 3-in-1 charger from Journey. I just love this because I can charge my phone, my AirPods, and my watch at the same time without needing a bunch of cables or power bricks all over the desk. And all of the little accessories that you see on my desk that I haven't mentioned, they're all from AliExpress. I'm just gonna link all of them in the description, so if you want to get them, just go into my description box. Lastly, what I'm sitting on here, this is the Steelcase chair that I've been using for years now. I feel like this is one of the best investment that you can make for your desk setup, especially if you know that you're gonna be sitting on it for a long time. This chair is super ergonomics. I never had any problem with my back, with my shoulder. I can sit at whatever pose that I want and I am super comfortable. I don't think I'm gonna change the chair anytime soon, but if you know any chair that is better than this one, let me know in the comments. Okay, that's all I got for you for my 2025 desk setup. This is no way near perfect, but as for right now, I'm super happy with it and I can recommend everything that I mentioned to you in today's video, except for the hub. I still have to test that. Again, everything is going to be in the description if you're interested in any of it. This is gonna be the last video for Black Friday week. I hope you're not tired of me yet. As always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on my next one.